Music in the Mountains Young Composers Project had the opportunity to work with the South Yuba River Citizens League. The students were inspired to write original new music based on their experiences, and this performance is the culmination of that partnership.
So I've been involved in the Young Composers program for 7 years now, just finished the 7th year. Oh man, the Young Composers program has just such a vast amount to offer, but it also gives them an environment to actually create and actually make their own music, and a step further than that, have it performed by professional musicians.
I'm Mark Vance, Education Coordinator for Music in the Mountains. One of the most exciting music education programs we have is Young Composers Project. One of the most important aspects, though, really is the interdisciplinary learning. Students every year learn about another organization. They learned about CIRCLE, the South Yuba River Citizens League. They learned about environmental activism and river stewardships. And the students were really inspired to write new music.
What are you going to say about the decision?
It's kind of about how it went through from time, kind of. So, you know, it's really picturesque, and then you get like the running river with the animals and all that, but it's still really peaceful. And then like the mining industry and the people trying to build dams come along, and that's the alarming section. And so at the end it's trying to show that the reason it's so unfinished sounding is because it's really up to us what happens next. That's why it's called The Decision, is because we don't know what's going to happen.
What I really like about Young Composers is the fact that all these different people come together and we're taught the same thing, and yet we use it in such different ways to make very different types of music.
For this piece, I'm writing for solo piano. I really enjoyed partnering with CIRCLE because everyone involved in the South Yuba River Citizens League is obviously very passionate. Seeing a bunch of people that were really passionate about cleaning up the Yuba River, making sure that this point of pride for our community is preserved, that was by far my favorite thing about the project.
Hi, I'm Melinda Booth. I'm the Executive Director at the South Yuba River Citizens League. CIRCLE's mission is to unite the community to protect and restore the Yuba River watershed. The days that we spent over the course of months working with these students and trying to educate them about issues in our watershed really came to life through their pieces, and it was really special to be able to see that they understood what they were learning and they were able to translate it into a totally different medium. Very inspiring.
Hi, I'm Betsy Harbert. I'm the River Science Project Manager for the South Yuba River Citizens League, and I help implement our meadow restoration projects across the Yuba River watershed in our headwater meadows. The education portion of my work has been one of the most fulfilling aspects of my job here. I think this partnership is really powerful because the scientific realm and the artistic realm rarely intersect, and for me it was a really beautiful thing to see that happen when I took the kids on the river. We took a walk and learned a lot of the native plants of the area, and then we collected benthic macroinvertebrates, which are insects that rely on river systems to survive. And then the students had a quiet time to reflect about their experience and what they'd learned and listen to the sounds of the river.
This is actually my first year in the Young Composers. I primarily play the piano. I like the fact that this is a unique program that not many people get the opportunity to have. It's a great way for young composers to explore their skills. Working with CIRCLE was great. We learned about the environment and the place that we live in, and specifically about the Yuba River, which is a major part in our community. I like to know what's going on with the environment on our planet because we live on it, so it's important to know what's going on and what's happening.
Hi, my name is Jenny Riffey, and I'm the Executive Director of Music in the Mountains. MIM's mission is to inspire and engage community members of all ages by providing access to extraordinary classical music through performances and through youth education programs.
Hi, my name is Josie Gullickson, and this is my 7th year in the Young Composers program. For my piece, I decided I wanted to capture the general feeling of a river and its different emotions and how it changes over time. I hope you enjoy River Song. So when we collaborated with Circle, we had the opportunity to go on a river walk. More inspiring than just sitting in a classroom, maybe learning about the river. We were out there experiencing it. The performance is always my favorite. No matter how nervous I am about, the speech or any part of the piece, it just all manages to come together and the audience loves it and it sounds great.
I've been doing Young Composers for about 3 years now. It was mainly the river walk, which was just beautiful. We went out on the perfect day, one of the most beautiful sights that I've ever seen. And that was really what inspired me to write the songs.
I've been in Young Composers for 1 year. I play piano, trumpet, guitar, and fiddle. The key aspect of Circle that inspired me to write my piece of music was the river walk that we did and being able to sit and just listen to the river and the things around it.
I've been in Young Composers about 5 or 6 years. Young Composers really is a one-of-a-kind program. Circle really inspired my piece. I was trying to imitate the flowing motions of the river.
We all leave a footprint as we go through life, and I think it's our job to make sure that footprint isn't hurting anything or isn't causing any damage. I think a key aspect that inspired me most was when we went to the river and actually were out on the water and I was able to get a lot of ideas from just looking at the water and thinking, okay, what should this song represent about the water, or what should the song reflect?
I found a nice rock to sit on and almost was in a meditative state, just thinking about where my life is at, where it's headed, and all that. And all of that has really been implemented and thought of for my piece, Ripples of Reflection. This was my first piece writing for strings. It was a piano quartet, so piano, violin, viola, cello. So I was really learning about some different string techniques. Myself not being a player of those instruments, really learning how they work and learning how to comfortably write for them.
I'm Kaya Smith. I just graduated from Gidoti Early College High School. This is my 6th year in the Young Composers program.
I learned that Circle is not just interested in river science, but interested in political action and in preserving the Yuba River in all of its different facets. I took a fairly literal direction with my piece this time. I really wanted to pay homage to the river itself, because I think that's really the focus of Circle and this collaboration. So I decided to base my piece around the concept of a dragonfly hovering around the water. Environmental advocacy is very important to me personally. Having grown up in this town and on the Yuba, this land, well, it's special, and I think it's important that everyone who lives here take responsibility to preserve it.
Art does not exist in a vacuum. It is inspired by our surroundings and our environment. This partnership with Circle was a powerful educational opportunity promoting environmental stewardship and advocacy. These students demonstrate their stewardship and their advocacy with their art, their music.
I had a lot of fun